Welcome to episode 6, season 3 of Rating Your Nitro Type Profiles. Today I'll be reviewing 10 more Nitro Type profiles, rating them with the rubric posted on screen, and giving cash to the winners. First place will win $2 million, second place will win $1 million, and I will choose one random account from today to win $500,000 of Nitro Type cash. If you'd like to enter, I'll include a link to video instructions that explain how to do so. If you do enter, assuming you enter correctly, you are guaranteed to have your profile featured on this channel, and even if you don't win the competition for the episode, I still do pick one random account from today to win $500,000, as mentioned earlier, so you could still win some Nitro Type cash. Let's get on to the first profile. The first response for today is from Mario20k. They think the best thing about their account is their season level, and the worst thing is they think their top speed looks fake. Mario20k is in the Master League, which is pretty good. That is the third highest league you can be in. Nice job on that. They have the Endurance Racer title, which I do like. They average 87 words per minute. That's a very good average, and their top speed is 211. They said in the Google form that they got that speed from going on a really short text and then bursting it out, and so whether you consider that legitimate or not is up to you. They have 21,361 total races, which is a pretty good amount of races. It's definitely very active. They have 4,136 profile views, which is a pretty good amount of profile views for the amount of races they have. They are level Infinity 311 in the season, so they've been very, very active this season. Nice job there. And they've been a member since September 21st, 2020, so a couple years at this point. I really like the car they're using. The Vapor is a very nice car. I do like it a lot. It's one of my favorites in the game, and they're using this very nice looking trail that accompanies it quite nicely. Take a look at the garage. I do like what they've done with the place. They have the nice gradient paint job that I really like, and then they have a bunch of what looks like empty sections. Let me take a look and make sure there's nothing at the bottom. There is not. And yeah, overall this is a pretty good profile. They had 57.9 points. The next profile for today is from Wildflower. They think the best thing about their account is their race count, and the worst thing is their words per minute. Now, yes, this is the account that is the actual Wildflower account, the one with a million races. And I'm not sure if Wildflower entered this themselves or whether it was somebody else. Because it is pretty much guaranteed that Wildflower is going to win today's episode, I will choose another first place winner alongside them, just to make things kind of fair for everyone else. Alright, Wildflower is in the Legends League, which is the highest league you can be in. Good job there. They have the title League Champion equipped. Very nice. They average 68 and they have a high of 120. Those are both pretty good numbers. They have 1,009,903 total races, which is insane. That is the highest amount of races anyone has ever gotten on this game, ever. They have 2,038,237 profile views, which is really good, especially considering that's twice the amount of profile views as they do have races. They are level Infinity 206 in the season, so they've been very active this season, and they've been a member since November 13th, 2016, so a good amount of time ago at this point. They have the Boss Easy Rider, which it's a decent car. It's not my favorite, and they have this nice trail equipped to kind of match it. Take a look at their garage. Of course, this is Wildflower's garage, so it's going to be very good. I like the paint jobs on a lot of these cars. They also have a lot of cars. In fact, I believe as of right now, they have 338 cars, which is a lot of cars. So good job there. Total, they had 444.2 points. The next profile for today is from the WPS Helper. They think the best thing about their account is their cars, and the worst thing is their money. The WPS Helper is in the Ace League, which is pretty good. That's about middle of the pack. They're using this little smiley face title that I really like. It's always fun when you have titles that aren't like words. It's always fun. They average 28 with a high of 92. I'm assuming they're sandbagging. High of 92 is pretty good. Words per minute of 28 is kind of slow, but everyone has to start somewhere. They have 1,061 total races, which is not a whole lot of racing. They have 88 profile views, also not a great amount of profile views. They're Infinity 9 in the season, so they've been done for a little bit, and they've been a member since September 5th, 2024. So they've actually only been a member for a couple months. Nice job there. It's always kind of cool to see some newer people on the profile rating series. We can see that I'm Spicy car is equipped. I really do like this car, and they have this interesting trail equipped. Not necessarily very fitting for this car, but it's a good trail in and of itself. Take a look at their garage. They actually do have a decent amount of cars for the age of their account, and I do like what they've done with the organization. They don't have a lot of cars, but they do something with them. Let's just make sure there's nothing at the bottom here before I scroll all the way back up. And it looks like there is nothing at the bottom there. Yeah, overall they had 16.9 points. The next profile for today is from Accused Javen. They think the best thing about their account is their cars, and the worst thing is their words per minute. Accused Javen is in the Legends League, which is very nice. That is the highest league you can be in. They have the Legendary Lapper title equipped, which I do like. They average 55 and they have a high of 154. There's a very big difference there. I'm not sure if they're sandbagging or not. The high 154 is very good. The average of 55 is pretty decent. They have 37,025 total races, which is a pretty decent amount of racing. It's actually quite active. It's nothing as crazy as Wildflower, of course, but nobody's as crazy as Wildflower. They have 4,916 profile views, which is a pretty good amount of profile views. They are level Infinity 464 in the season, so they're very active, and they've been a member since January 22nd, 2020, so a couple years at this point. They're using the perk, which is one of my favorite cars in the game, and I really do like the trail they're using with it. It's very nice. If you take a look at their garage, I do like what they've done. Very consistent paint jobs, which always looks nice, and they've done an interesting job arranging their cars. It's not boring at all. It looks quite nice, and overall this person had 61.3 points. The next profile for today is from Caustic. They think the best thing is their race count or join date, and they think the worst thing about their count is the amount of cars they have and their garage organization. Caustic is in the Legends League, which is very good. That is the highest league you can be in. They average 127, and they have a high of 145. Both of those are very good numbers. Good job there. They have 31,260 total races, which is a very good amount of races. They have 1,075 profile views, which is not a ton of profile views considering their race count. They are level Infinity 423, so they're very active this season, and they've been a member since December 20th, 2019, so about 5 years ago at this point. I do like their car. The perk is a very nice car, and I really like the trail they're using with it. Take a look at their garage. I do think maybe a little bit more paint job coordination could be done, but I also like it when people have different colors on their cars. So I'm not sure what to think here. It's a nice garage. They have a decent amount of cars, and yeah, it looks all right. Overall, they have 73.1 points. The next profile for today is from Necromancer. They think the best thing about their count is their Nitro pack and various other cars, and they think the worst thing about their count is the fact that they don't have a lot of King of the Race cars. Necromancer is in the Ace League, which is very nice. That is about middle of the pack. They're using the Speed Demon title, which I do like. It's always a fun title to see. They have a words per minute average of 118 and a high of 165. Both of those are very impressive numbers. They have 25,465 total races, which is a good amount of races. They have 2,060 profile views, which is a decent amount of profile views. They are level Infinity 56 in the season, so they've been down for a while, and they've been a member since February 19th, 2016, so about 8.5 years ago at this point. Pretty good job there. They're using the Nitro pack, which is one of my favorite cars in the game. Looks very nice, especially in this yellow, and they're using a trail that, I guess kind of goes with it. Yellow and orange construction colors, I guess, go together. Yeah, it looks decent. Take a look at their garage. I do like what they've done. They have cars organized by type. It just looks pretty good. Not anything to complain about here. Very interesting arrangement. Nice paint job, color variety, and yeah, a lot of sections. It looks good. Let me get back up to the top here. Overall, they did very well. They have 82 points. The next profile for today is from Captain Loveridge. They think the best thing about their account is the amount of cars they have, the age of the team they captain, and their garage organization. And they think the worst thing about their count is their race count and the age of their account. Captain Loveridge is in the Epic League, which is very nice. That is the second highest league you can be in. They have the I Love Nitro Tip 1 title equipped, which I do like. I forget if this one's rare, but I think it might be rare if I remember correctly. It's a very nice title. I don't see it very often. They have a words per minute average of 109 with a high of 135. Both of those are very good numbers. They have 31,755 total races, which is a very good race count. They have 8,193 total profile views, which is a pretty good amount of profile views, especially considering their race count. They are level Infinity 108 this season, so they've been pretty active, and they've been a member since December 6, 2014, so almost 10 years at this point. I do like their golden ticket. It is a nice car. I don't use it that often. It is technically a Christmas car, actually. For those of you who don't know, this released in a Christmas season. It's not super Christmassy, but I still do like the car. It's a nice gold car, and I do like the trail they're using. In my opinion, it's still a little early for Christmas stuff, at least as of the time of making this video, but it is a good-looking trail. I take a look at their garage. I kind of like what they've done. They have all their Christmas cars together. I kind of do the same thing. Summer cars together. Yeah, their garage is actually pretty similar to mine, at least in terms of the concepts behind arranging it. They've got their stock cars together, all the different varieties of that car. Yeah, I do like how they organize their garage. This makes a lot of logical sense to me, and they have the nice paint job gradient down here. It's a very good looking garage. In total, they had 93.3 points. The next profile for today is from Legendary. They think the best thing about their count is their username, and the worst thing is their words per minute and their race count. Legendary is in the Epic League, which is very good. That is the second highest league you can be in. They're using the Trail Master title, which I do like. They average 91 words per minute, and they have a high of 124. Both of those are very good numbers. They have 18,050 total races, which is a very good amount of races. Nothing crazy, but still very good. They have 3,174 profile views, which is a decent amount of profile views. They are level Infinity 285 in this season, so they're pretty active. In fact, they're very active, and they've been a member since January 13th, 2022, so a couple of years. And I do like their car, the Liberty Cobra GST-R. I used to know it as the Dom Viper because that's what they used to call it before they changed the name. And this is actually one of my favorite cars in the game. It kind of surprises some people when I say that, but I really like this car. It's very nostalgic. I got it back a long time ago, back when it was an achievement car for having only one car at level 30. And I've used it forever, and this is just a very nostalgic car. So yeah, I like your choice of car. Very good taste there. Take a look at their garage. I do like it. I think maybe a little bit of arrangement could be done, considering you have all of these empty sections and they're all just like, they're completely empty, and then you have this packed section up here towards the top. I think you could do something with this if you wanted to, but it still is a good garage, good amount of cars, good paint jobs, and overall, I really like this profile. Nice job. They had 57 points. The next profile for today is from Agaz the Goat. I think the best thing about their profile is their friends list, their Titan Dozer, and all of their Corsas. And they think the worst thing about their profile is their new account has none of their friends on it. Agaz the Goat is in the Master League, which is pretty good. That is the third highest league you can be in. Good job there. They have the Champion Chaser title equipped, which I do like. They average 39 and they have a high of 54. Both of those are decent numbers. They have 2,629 total races, which is not a whole lot of races. They have 235 profile views, which is also not a whole lot of profile views. They are in level Infinity 51 in the season, which is decent. They've been done for a while, and they've been a member since September 13th, 2024, so not really all that long. So overall, this profile is actually pretty good for the age of the account. Take a look at the car they're using, the Liberty Cobra GSTR. Again, this is one of my favorite cars in the game, and it's just really nostalgic. I like it a lot. I also like the design. It does look good, and I like the trail they're using with it. Take a look at their garage. I like what they've done with the place. Not a whole lot of cars, but they still have done something with them. They've got all these Lamborghinis lined up in a row, which I do like. Yeah, overall, a very nice profile, 25.1 points. And the last profile for today is from Nitro Joe. They think the best thing about their account is their league and level, and the worst thing is their profile views. Nitro Joe is in the Master League, which is a pretty good league to be in. That is the third highest league you can be in. In fact, they're using the So Delightful title, which is one of my favorite titles. Nice job there. They have a words per minute average of 113 with a high of 145. Both of those are very good numbers. They have 36,650 total races, which is a very good amount of races. They have 2,043 profile views, which is not a whole lot of profile views. They are level Infinity 398 this season, so they've been very active, and they've been a member since May 29th, 2020, so a couple years at this point. I do like the car they're using. The Corsa Ultima is the car you get for winning a league's championship. I think that's how that works. It's a very nice color. I like the animation in this color. It doesn't work in every color, but it does work with this one, and the trail you're using matches it very nicely. Good job there. If you take a look at your garage, it's a lot of cars. They kind of have no room to arrange things. They're not using the Infinity Garage, which is fine. I don't use it either, but it will make it harder to arrange your garage, but your garage still does look good, and I do like the paint jobs of a lot of the cars. In total, they had 73 points. And this is the rubric for today. As you can see, Wildflowers pretty much run away with the competition today, 444.2 points. However, as I said, because Wildflowers pretty obviously going to win the episode, I figured I'll also choose another person to win first place technically, and that would be Captain Leverage. So congratulations, score of 93.3, and second place is right above them, Necromancer with a score of 82. So I will be right back with all their cash. But before I do that, let me scroll through the rubric so you can all see if you were in today's episode or you're just curious what they scored. Here's all the stats for today, and I'll kind of go slowly down, and then I will give everyone the cash who won. Wildflower's gotten their cash, Captain Leverage has gotten their cash, and Necromancer's gotten their cash. And as per usual, I do one random account from the day to get $500,000 of Nitro type cash, so let me just figure out who that's going to be. 3, so let's get back up to the top here. 1, 2, 3. So the WPS helper has won 500 grand. I'll be right back with that. And the WPS helper has gotten their cash. And that is pretty much it for today's video. If you did enjoy, it'd be great if you consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It really does mean the world to me. Make sure to let me know in the comments what videos you want to see me make in the future. I'm always open to ideas. If you have any questions about entering, I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. If you'd like to enter, remember the entry video, the video that kind of just explains how to enter, is linked in the description. You have to watch that first before you enter on the Google form. I've had a couple people enter incorrectly. I've had to skip over them because they put nitrotype.com/garage as their racer link. So make sure not to do that. And if you have any questions, of course, remember to contact me in the comments. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Have a phenomenal day, and I will see you all in the next one.